The amount A after t years due to a principal P, which is also known as the initial amount, invested at an annual interest rate R that needs to be expressed as a decimal, compounded n times per year, is given by the formula A equals P times the quantity 1 plus R over n quantity raised to the nt. So this is the formula we're going to use to find out the interest of various questions. So we have $100 invested at 4% compounded quarterly after a period of 2 years. So let's start off with what we know. We have an initial amount, P, of $100. We have a rate or percent of 4%, but we cannot work with percentages when it comes to this kind of thing, so we have to convert it to a decimal. So just divide it by 100, and we're going to get 0.04. Next is the compounded period. It is compounded quarterly. And since this is related to years, we say that there are 4 quarters in a year. So quarterly means 4. And t is how much time has passed, and it's been 2 years, so t equals 2. So we have everything we know about this, so we can plug it into our formula and see what we get. So the amount we have is going to be equal to the principal 100 times 1 plus 0.04 divided by 4 raised to the 4 times 2. And here you would just plug it into your calculator, the easiest way to do it. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to plug everything in here, get an answer. So it's going to be 100 parentheses 1 plus 0.04 divided by 4 raised to 4 times 2, and I'm just going to call that 8. And here we have 108 point and a lot of decimals. But since we're dealing with money, you want to round to the nearest cent. So this is going to be $108.29. So that's the amount we have in this account after 2 years given the information. Let's do it again with this one. $50 invested at 6% compounded monthly for a period of 3 years. So again, let's write out what we know. Our principal, our starting amount, is $50. Our rate is 6%, but we convert that to a decimal, so divide it by 100 and we get 0.06. Our compounded period is going to be monthly, and since there are 12 months in a year, we say that n equals 12. And the amount of time that's passed by, 3 years. So we now have everything we need, so we're going to plug it into our formula. So our amount equals 50 times 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12 raised to the 12 times 3. And again, we just plug it into our calculator. So 50 times 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12, close, and raised to 12 times 3, I'm just going to say it's 36. And we're going to get $59.83. And that's the amount we have after 3 years. Now we have this one, $600 invested at 5% compounded semi-annually after a period of 3 years. So again, what do we know? We know that we have $600 starting off for our principal. Our rate is going to be 0.05. Our compound period is semi-annually, and semi-annually just means twice a year. So n is going to equal 2. And our period of time is going to be 3 years. So again, plug it all in. The amount is going to be equal to 600, 1 plus 0.05 divided by 2 raised to the 2 times 3. And once again, we will lean on our calculator to do the heavy lifting for us. So 600 times 1 plus 0.05 divided by 2 and raised to the 2 times 3, and I'm just going to call that 6. And this time we get $695.82. $695.82. Again, remember when it comes to money, unless specified otherwise, you should probably round to the nearest cent, which in this case is always going to be the second decimal.